Welcome back, coin collectors and history lovers. In today's video, we're diving deep into the fascinating story and value of the United States 1-cent coin from the year 1976. Was it just a simple penny, or could there be hidden value in your change jar? Stay tuned to find out. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and click the bell icon so you never miss out on rare coin updates. From 1976 was a special year in American history, marked the bicentennial. 200 years since the Declaration of Independence in 1776, many U.S. coins celebrated this milestone, like the quarter, half dollar, and dollar with special bicentennial designs. But one coin that did not change its design was the humble Lincoln cent. 1976 penny still featured the iconic Lincoln wheat design successor, the Lincoln Memorial Reverse, introduced in 1959 for Lincoln's 150th birthday. Designed by Victor David Brenner, obverse, and Frank Gasparo, reverse, this classic coin shows Abraham Lincoln on the front and the Lincoln Memorial on the back. If you look closely on the reverse, you can even see a tiny statue of Lincoln inside the memorial. The 1976 Lincoln cent is made of 95% copper and 5% zinc, weighs about 3.11 grams, has a diameter of 19.05 millimeters, and a plain edge. It was struck at two major U.S. mints: Philadelphia, no mint mark; Denver, with a small D mint mark under the year. There were also proof versions minted in San Francisco, with an S mark, but we'll talk about those later. Here's how many 1976 pennies were made: Philadelphia, no mint mark, over 4.2 billion; Denver, D mint mark, over 4.2 billion; San Francisco proof, S, around 4 million. That's a lot of coins. So from a rarity perspective, most 1976 cents are considered very common, especially in circulated condition. If you have a 1976 penny from your pocket or change jar, in circulated condition, it's usually worth just 1 cent, its face value. But because it's made of copper, and copper prices have risen, the melt value can be around 2 to 3 cents, though it's illegal to melt U.S. coins for metal. So while most 1976 cents are not rare, they still hold some collector interest, especially for beginner collectors. Now here's where things get exciting. If your 1976 penny is in mint state condition, ***, it could be worth much more: ms. 60 to ms. 63. Around $0.15 to $1 ms. 64 to ms. 65. Around $1 to $5 ms. 66. Around $15 to $25 ms. 67 or higher. $80 to over $150, depending on eye appeal and certification. In 2021, a 1976 D Lincoln cent graded ms. 67 RD sold for over $3,800 at auction. That's right, from 1 cent to thousands, all because of perfect condition and red color. Collectors also pay close attention to the color of copper pennies: BN, brown, aged, and dark RB, red-brown, a mix RD, red, bright, shiny, like new. The redder the coin, the higher the value in mint condition, so store your coins carefully, avoid moisture, and keep them in coin flips or holders. There are also proof coins made in San Francisco with mirror-like surfaces. These are collector-only issues and often worth $1 to $3, more if in top condition. And don't forget about error coins. These are the real treasures. Look out for double die errors, off-center strikes, die cracks, or cuds, missing letters or numbers. Some error 1976 pennies have sold for $50 to several $100, depending on the rarity and severity. So there you have it. The 1976 Lincoln cent may be common, but in the right condition or with the right error, it can be a small coin with big value. Also holds a piece of America's bicentennial year, making it a meaningful addition to any collection. If you have one, check the mint mark, check the color, and most importantly, check the condition. In the heart of America's bicentennial celebration in 1976, the nation was buzzing with patriotism, pride, and reflection on 200 years of independence. Coins that year held a special significance, most notably the quarter, half dollar, and dollar coins, which received unique designs commemorating the 1776 to 1976 bicentennial. But surprisingly, the Lincoln cent, also known as the penny, remained unchanged in appearance. So, why did the 1-cent coin not get a bicentennial makeover? Let's go back in time. The Lincoln cent was first introduced in 1909 to commemorate the 100th birthday of President Abraham Lincoln, making it the first U.S. coin to feature a real person. Designed by Victor David Brenner, the obverse, front, shows a right-facing portrait of Lincoln, which has remained nearly the same since 1909. From 1909 to 1958, the reverse, back, of the coin showed 2 wheat ears and was known as the wheat penny. But in 1959, to celebrate the 150th anniversary of Lincoln's birth, the reverse design was changed to the Lincoln Memorial, designed by Frank Gasparo. This new reverse remained in use until 2008-0 in 1976. During the country's bicentennial, the penny retained its regular memorial design, likely because it already honored a historic president and didn't require a redesign for the occasion. Even though it didn't receive a special bicentennial design, the 1976 Lincoln cent *** is still part of that historic year's coinage. A T represents a time when America was reflecting on its journey since 1776, through war, unity, civil rights, and global leadership. While billions of these coins were minted, many people saved 1976 coins simply because of their connection to the bicentennial year, and short, it wasn't a rare coin. It didn't get a design change, but it symbolizes a major milestone in U.S. history. The 1976 penny was still made of 95% copper and 5% zinc, unlike post-1982 pennies which are primarily zinc, so even today, these coins have slightly more value in metal content than face value, though you can't legally melt them. Minted in Philadelphia. No mint mark ***, Denver ***, D mint mark ***, San Francisco ***, S mint mark, proof only. So while the 1976 penny may not look different from other years, it quietly played its role. During a historic celebration of American freedom, it's a coin that connects modern collectors to a proud moment in history, and its design, honoring Abraham Lincoln and the symbol of unity, fits perfectly with the spirit of the bicentennial. Oh, the next time you find a 1976 penny, remember, it's not just a coin, it's a silent witness to America's 200th birthday. When it comes to the value of coins, condition is everything. Even a common coin like the 1976 Lincoln cent can increase in value significantly if it's in great shape. Coin collectors use a system called coin grading to describe the condition of coins. It ranges from poor, P1, to perfect mint state, MS 70. Since 1976 Lincoln cents are made of 95% copper, they can change color over time. Collectors use three terms to describe copper coins: darker tone, usually heavily circulated; lower value, mix of original red shine and brown. Mid-range value, bright original red color, like it just left the mint. These are the most valuable in high grades. For example, a 1976 D Lincoln cent graded MS 67 RD once sold for over $3,800 at auction. If you think your 1976 penny is in excellent condition, don't clean it. This can lower its value. Store it in a coin flip or holder. Avoid touching it with bare fingers. Oils from your hands can damage the coin. Consider sending it to a coin grading service like PCGS or NGC for professional certification if you believe it's in mint state. Remember, two pennies can look similar to the naked eye, but a difference in grade or color can mean hundreds of dollars. Today, we're diving deep into the story and value of a small but historically rich coin, the United States 1-cent coin from the year 1981. So, whether you're a collector, a hobbyist, or someone who just found a 1981 penny in your change jar, stay tuned, because this coin might be worth more than you think. Let's uncover the value, mint marks, condition grades, and interesting facts about this classic Lincoln cent. The 1981 1-cent coin features the famous Lincoln design, originally introduced in 1909 to commemorate the 100th anniversary of Abraham Lincoln's birth. The obverse, or front, of the coin still proudly displays Lincoln's profile, designed by Victor David Brenner, while the reverse features the Lincoln Memorial, designed by Frank Gasparo. In 1981, this design was still in wide circulation, and little did collectors know, this would be the second to last year the Lincoln Memorial design was struck using 95% copper. Why is that important? Because starting in mid-1982, the U.S. Mint transitioned to zinc core pennies with only a thin copper coating, making 1981 pennies the last of the true copper cents. In 1981, the Lincoln cent was minted at 3 different locations. No mint mark equals Philadelphia Mint. D equals Denver Mint. S equals San Francisco Mint, proof only. Here's how many were made at each mint: Philadelphia, no mint mark, over 7.4 billion coins; Denver, D over 5.4 billion coins; San Francisco, S, proof, only about 4.0 million proof coins. These numbers mean the 1981 penny is not rare in circulation, but certain conditions and varieties can make them valuable to collectors. As mentioned earlier, these 1981 cents are composed of 95% copper and 5% zinc, weighing 3.11 grams. This is important because just the copper content alone can be worth more than 1 cent today, especially if copper prices rise. Key design features: obverse, Lincoln's portrait, "In God We Trust," Liberty, and the date 1981; reverse, the Lincoln Memorial, with United States of America, E pluribus unum. And now let's talk condition, because the grade of your coin makes a huge difference in value. These are common, usually worth 1 cent to 3 cents, slightly better value, can range from 10 cents up to $1. These are the top-tier coins for collectors. Values can range from $5 to $50 plus, especially for coins with perfect luster and no contact marks. 1981 S-proof pennies are highly polished and struck for collectors only. Value in pristine condition ranges from $2 to $5 or more if graded PR69 or PR70. Are there rare versions of the 1981 penny?
Yes.
Keep an eye out for these. Some 1981 pennies show signs of doubling, especially on the date or the lettering Liberty. These can be worth $20 to $100 plus, depending on severity. If part of the design is missing or off the coin center, that's a mint error. Can be worth $10 to $75 plus when part of the coin's edge is missing due to a minting error. Very collectible. Value $20 to $100 plus coins graded by NGC or PCGS as MS67 Red RD can fetch $75 or more, especially if they are well struck and have full red color. Let's talk value. As of mid-2025, here are realistic values for the 1981 penny, and don't forget, a full roll of 1981 pennies in uncirculated condition could be worth $10 to $20, depending on the grade and mix of mint marks. So there you have it, the complete story behind the 1981 United States 1-cent coin. While it may seem like just another penny, its copper composition, potential mint errors, and high-grade examples make it a great coin for collectors and beginners alike. Let's begin with the rich history behind the 1981 U.S. 1-cent coin, also famously known as the Lincoln cent. The Lincoln cent has been a part of American currency since 1909, introduced to commemorate the 100th birth anniversary of President Abraham Lincoln, the first time a real historical figure appeared on a U.S. coin. The 1981 penny continued the iconic Lincoln Memorial reverse design, which had replaced the earlier wheat penny design back in 1959, marking Lincoln's 150th birthday. This reverse was created by Frank Gasparo, showing the Lincoln Memorial in Washington, D.C., and if you look closely, you can even see a tiny statue of Lincoln between the columns on the obverse, front, side. We still have Victor David Brenner's classic portrait of Lincoln, originally used in 1909, making it one of the longest-running coin designs in U.S. history. Now, here's where it gets interesting. The 1981 Lincoln cent was part of the final full year in which the U.S. Mint used 95% copper composition. That makes it historically significant because, in 1982, the U.S. Mint switched to a zinc-based coin with a thin copper plating. Why the change? Due to rising copper prices and economic concerns, the cost to produce a penny was exceeding its face value, so, in a way, the 1981 penny represents the last chapter of traditional copper cents, making it more desirable to collectors who appreciate coins with solid metal content. Minted in massive numbers, over 12 billion pieces combined from Philadelphia and Denver. The 1981 cent is not rare, but it's definitely historic. And let's not forget the San Francisco proof coins ***, which were specially made for collectors with polished dies and mirror-like finishes. These proof coins were never meant for circulation and add a premium twist to any penny collection. To sum it up, the 1981 Lincoln penny may seem ordinary, but it comes from an era of transition in U.S. coinage, the end of copper cents, the lead-up to cost-saving changes, and the continuation of a beloved American design. Today, we're diving deep into the world of the 1984 United States 1-cent coin, also known as the Lincoln Memorial penny. At first glance, it may look like just another common penny. But collectors know, some of these coins can be worth hundreds, even thousands of dollars if you know what to look for. Let's start with the history. The 1984 1-cent coin continues the legacy of the Lincoln Memorial penny series, which began in 1959, commemorating 150 years since Abraham Lincoln's birth. The obverse, or front, of the coin features the familiar bust of President Abraham Lincoln, designed by Victor David Brenner, while the reverse showcases the Lincoln Memorial, crafted by Frank Gasparo. In 1984, the U.S. Mint struck billions of these coins, but don't let the high mintage fool you. Certain mint marks and errors can make your 1984 penny extremely valuable. The 1984 Lincoln cent was minted at two major facilities. Philadelphia Mint ***, no mint mark. Over 8.1 billion coins were struck. Denver Mint ***, marked with a D, about 6.5 billion coins were produced. Both versions are common in circulation, but condition and minting errors are key to value. Here's where things get exciting. There are a few error coins from 1984 that have made headlines in the numismatic world. This is the most famous error from 1984, the doubled ear variety. Look closely at Lincoln's ear. If you see what looks like a second ear below the first, you've got a doubled die. These coins can sell for $100 to $300 or more, depending on condition. In high-grade mint state, MS65 or higher, they've sold for over $1,000 at auction. Off-center 1984 pennies, where part of the design is missing due to misalignment during striking, can be worth anywhere from $10 to $100 plus, depending on how dramatic the error is. This quirky die break error shows a small raised line between the B and E in Liberty, making it look like it says BIE. These are collectible, often selling for $5 to $20. Coin condition plays a massive role in value. Here's a quick breakdown of common grades: good, G4, ***, worn, but details still visible. Face value only. Fine, F12, ***, moderate wear, some details visible. Slightly above face value. Extremely fine, EF40, ***, light wear with strong details. Around 10 to 25 cents. ***, about uncirculated, 50 Australian dollars. ***, minimal wear. Worth up to $0.50. ***, mint state, MS60 to MS67, ***, uncirculated coins, no wear. Can sell from $1 to $15, especially if certified as 65 plus with errors ***. These are the real jackpots. Certified doubled ear coins in top grades have reached $1,000 plus. To truly know your coin's value, it's best to have it graded by a professional service like PCGS or NGC. As of 2025, here's the average value for a circulated 1984 penny, regular Philadelphia or Denver coin in circulated condition ***. 1 cent, face value, mint state coins, MS60, MS65, ***, $1 to $15 1984 doubled ear in MS65 plus ***, $150 to $1, 200 off-center or die break errors ***, $10 to $100 plus, depending on rarity and condition. So the next time you're digging through your change jar, don't ignore the 1984 penny. It might just be a valuable piece of American history hiding in plain sight. The 1984 United States 1-cent coin, commonly known as the Lincoln penny, is part of a long-running coin series that has become a staple in American currency and history. The Lincoln cent was first introduced in 1909 to commemorate the 100th anniversary of President Abraham Lincoln's birth. It was the first U.S. coin to feature a real historical figure, breaking the tradition of using symbolic imagery. Obverse, front ***, designed by Victor David Brenner, the obverse has always featured Lincoln's portrait. Reverse, back ***, from 1959 to 2008, the reverse showed the Lincoln Memorial, designed by Frank Gasparo. The memorial replaced the original wheat ears design to mark Lincoln's 150th birthday, 1984. The U.S. Mint continued the Lincoln Memorial design. This year is not particularly rare in terms of mintage. Over 14.6 billion pennies were produced between the Philadelphia and Denver mints. But despite its high production, the 1984 penny holds significance because of a famous error known as the doubled ear variety 2. Its place in the copper-to-zinc transition history 3. Its continued use of the memorial reverse before the redesign in 2009. By 1984, the U.S. Mint had fully transitioned away from solid bronze coins. Here's why that matters. From 1909 to mid-1982, pennies were made of 95% copper and 5% zinc. Due to rising copper prices, in late 1982, the mint switched to a copper-plated zinc core. The 1984 penny is made of 97.5% zinc and 2.5% copper plating. This change affected the weight, sound, and even corrosion patterns of pennies, making it easier for collectors to tell older and newer coins apart. The 1984 penny was struck at the Philadelphia Mint. No mint mark on the coin. The Denver Mint, marked with a small d. Under the date, both mints produced billions of pennies, but the Philadelphia 1984 doubled ear variety was only found in Philly-made coins. The mid-1980s was a time of economic recovery and technological innovation in the U.S. under President Ronald Reagan. Though coins like the penny were still used widely in everyday transactions, inflation had begun to diminish their purchasing power. Even then, the Lincoln penny remained iconic, a link to the nation's past, honored with a humble denomination. While it may seem like an ordinary coin, the 1984 penny is part of a legacy spanning over 100 years. It's not just currency, it's a piece of American history, carrying the image of one of the country's most respected presidents, and minted during a period of significant change in both coin production and national identity. Today's video, we're diving deep into the history, design, and current value of the United States 1-cent coin from 1988, also known as the Lincoln Memorial Cent. Whether you're a coin collector or just curious, stick around because you might have a small treasure in your pocket. Let's start with a bit of history. The 1988 U.S. 1-cent coin is part of the Lincoln Memorial Cent series, which ran from 1959 to 2008. This design replaced the earlier wheat cent and commemorates the Lincoln Memorial in Washington, D.C. President Abraham Lincoln has been featured on the obverse front of the U.S. penny since 1909, marking the 100th anniversary of his birth. By 1988, the Lincoln cent had already become one of the most iconic coins in the world. The reverse side features the Lincoln Memorial, designed by Frank Gasparo, which started appearing on pennies in 1959 to honor the 150th anniversary of Lincoln's birth. In 1982, the U.S. Mint made a major change to the penny's composition, shifting from 95% copper to a copper-plated zinc core due to rising metal costs. By 1988, the coins were fully minted using this zinc composition. You'll see a right-facing bust of Abraham Lincoln, designed by Victor David Brenner. The words, "In God We Trust," arc above his head. To the left is the word, "Liberty," and to the right is the date, 1988, with the mint mark just below. The Lincoln Memorial is centered with the words, "United States of America," along the top edge and 1 cent along the bottom. Right above the memorial is the Latin motto, "E pluribus unum," which means, "out of many one." There are 3 known mint marks for the 1988 Lincoln cent: no mint mark, Philadelphia Mint; D***4 Denver Mint, S***4 San Francisco Mint, proof only. Let's break down the mintages. Philadelphia, no mint mark, ** over 6.9 billion minted Denver; D** over 5.2 billion minted San Francisco; S** around 3 million proof coins. Now here's where things get exciting. Some 1988 pennies are worth far more than 1 cent because of mint errors and rare varieties. One of the most popular varieties is the 1988 D reverse of 1989. This error occurs when the reverse die from the next year, 1989, was accidentally used on a 1988 D penny. This variety features a stronger FG, initials of designer Frank Gasparo, near the Lincoln Memorial. These coins are rare and can sell from $10 to $150 plus depending on condition, so check the reverse closely with a magnifying glass. You could be holding something valuable. The condition of your 1988 penny plays a huge role in determining its value. Let's review the standard coin grading scale: poor to good, PG***, heavy wear, details mostly worn off. Still worth face value. Very fine, VF***, somewhere on high points, but major details are visible. Extremely fine, XF***, slight wear, sharp design. Slight value above face. About uncirculated, AU***, minor wear on the highest points. Value may be 5 to 10 cents. Mint state, MS60 to MS70**, no wear at all. These can fetch $1 to $10 plus, depending on demand and luster. Coins with strong luster, no scratches, and full details, especially from a sealed mint set, are the most valuable. Now let's talk value in today's market. Circulated 1988 pennies ** are still worth 1 cent in general. That's their face value. However, in uncirculated condition, these coins can sell for 50 cents to $1.50 ** 4 Philadelphia and Denver Mint marks $1 to $3 plus ** 4 nice. Red coins in MS65 or better $10 to $30 plus ** 4 coins graded MS67 and above. The 1988 S-proof penny is a collector's item. In PR69 or PR70 deep cameo condition, it can be worth $5 to $20 or more, especially in graded slabs. Remember, those error coins like the 1988 D reverse of 1989? Those can bring $100 or more depending on grade. If you're looking to collect or sell your 1988 Lincoln cent, here are some quick tips. 1. Always check for mint marks and errors. These make a big difference. 2. Use a magnifying glass to check for varieties like the reverse die change. 3. Store in coin holders or flips to preserve the condition. Point 4. Consider professional grading if you think you have a high-value example. Point 5. Don't clean your coins. Cleaning can ruin collector value. And there you have it. That little 1988 penny in your change jar might not seem like much, but with the right condition or rare variety, it could be worth far more than 1 cent. The 1988 United States 1-cent coin, commonly called the Lincoln Memorial Cent, is part of a long-running design series that honors one of America's most iconic presidents, Abraham Lincoln. Let's rewind the clock a bit. The Lincoln Cent first appeared in 1909, marking the 100th anniversary of Abraham Lincoln's birth. It was the first U.S. coin to feature a real person on its obverse, front side, breaking the tradition of using allegorical figures like Liberty. The original designer was Victor David Brenner, and his initials, VDB, are still seen on the coin today, just below Lincoln's shoulder. From 1909 to 1958, the reverse side of the coin showed 2 wheat stalks, earning it the nickname the wheat penny. Then, in 1959, to celebrate the 150th anniversary of Lincoln's birth, the U.S. Mint changed the reverse design to feature the Lincoln Memorial in Washington, D.C. This design was created by Frank Gasparo, who later became chief engraver of the U.S. Mint. Fast forward to 1988, and the penny is still going strong, but there was one major difference. After 1982, due to rising copper prices, the U.S. Mint changed the penny's composition from 95% copper and 5% zinc to a cheaper zinc core with a thin copper plating. So, the 1988 penny is made of 97.5% zinc and 2.5% copper plating, weighing about 2.5 grams. During 1988, 3 different U.S. mints produced pennies: the Philadelphia Mint, no mint mark, the Denver Mint, marked with a D, and the San Francisco Mint, which struck proof versions for collectors, marked with an S. With billions of 1988 cents minted, it was one of the most widely produced coins of the 1980s. Though it was made for circulation, a few rare varieties and error coins from this year, like the 1988 D reverse of 1989, have made it especially interesting for modern collectors. The 1988 Lincoln Cent is not just a coin, it's a small piece of American history, combining over 7 decades of design legacy and minting evolution.